And I was really bummed out I didn't get any tea.
Hey, we're live, fellas.
Yo.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
No, like I was saying, like when you go to school to be an instructor and then you do it and then you go to classes, and especially if you've been an instructor supervisor and you've evaluated people, like you go to outside Air Force classes and that's all you do is it's hard to shut off like my brain because I'm evaluating them.
Yeah.
I'm like picking up on everything they're doing wrong and I'm not getting the information I should be getting.
Everybody's getting
annoying.
281. That's the form that we use to do evals on them. But anyways, what's up, Cole?
Hey, man.
Thanks for coming to the show, dude.
Thanks for having me.
T. Cole, Cole Daddy. When did that nickname start, dude?
Cole Daddy. That's something Washburn just randomly one day was like, "What's up, Cole Daddy?" And I was like, "Hey." I had a bunch. Petey calls me Coal Train, Coal Miner, Coleslaw. I don't know. I've had a lot of nicknames.
Yeah, it's weird that when you're in the military, you don't refer to people from their first name, you know. But like
Cole D Play.
Occasionally, I call you Tyler.
That's the first one.
Cole D Play. Cole Play.
Oh,
Cole Play.
Funky Cole Medina.
Cole Medina.
You know. But yeah, typically, man, I call you Cole Daddy at work, right? But,
I'm used to it now.
Yeah, it's like nicknames. My name is so hard to pronounce. You know, people can't pronounce Godinez. Dude, majority of my Air Force career is Johnny.
Really?
Johnny, yep.
Nobody calls you Sergeant Godinez?
We even had a commander come down to the detachment. I don't know if you were still there, but one of our egress troops referred to me as Johnny while we were talking. The commander was there, and the commander actually took me out to the side. He goes, "You let your troops talk to you like that?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" I mean, he was calling you Johnny. I was like, "Well, a lot of times people can't pronounce my name, but I'll correct them."
There's a lot of white kids in it. Mr. Godines?
Yeah, Godines. I've heard it mispronounced so many ways, dude.
Or Sergeant at the time, I should say.
But Cole Daddy.
I had no idea because they said that I was going to be assigned to 135 with Sergeant Godinez. And he was deployed at the time when I got here.
Mm-hmm.
And I had no idea what to expect. I certainly wasn't expecting him. But
I explained some hard ass crew chief.
Number one stunner. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was weird, man. We heard you got to think too. The people that was telling us this, Ike Pavick and Ron Wilkes, were like talking about how big dickheads you guys were, like Todd and Petey and everybody. And then when everybody got back, like everybody was cool, man.
Yeah.
Super cool.
I think those guys just got treated bad because sometimes they were lazy, dude.
They were
and then that would bring the
retards.
dickhead out in any supervisor.
If you're if you're listening, Ike or Ronald T. Wilkes, I don't really think you're retarded.
Those guys made me laugh, man. They were pretty funny, dude. They did some pretty weird stuff.
We were in a truck one day going down Bravo Row, and I was in the back, and Wilkes was driving, and Braga was in the front, and all of a sudden the truck just jerks to the right, and like throws me off the bench, like towards the other side of the truck. I was like, "Whoa, what the hell?" And Wilkes was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "You see that airplane's radiating?" And Wilkes was just gonna drive right through it, dude. He was just looking,
He's gonna fry y'all's babies, dude.
Pay attention.
Your boys would have been.
Braga reached over and just yanked the wheel. Fucking. It was funny.
All right, Cole, man. Tell us a little about yourself, man. Let everybody know who you are, what you do.
Where do I start, man? Well, I'm 27 as of like 2 days ago or whatever.
I thought you just turned 21, actually.
Not 27.
Yeah, young kid.
I was born in Prescott, Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah, lived there for 19 years.
Yeah.
Then joined the Air Force, did that whole thing for a little while, and then moved over to Boeing, did that. I was an electrician, run wires at the INSR mod, and then I got picked over up at M1. And
what was your job in the Air Force?
I was a ComNav or OAS technician, depending on which airframe you're on.
What's that acronym, OAS, dude? For people that are listening and may not know.
Offensive Avionics Systems.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
So you do like radar?
Yeah, we do radar, radios, power distribution, EMUX.
Sniper pod.
Yeah.
You change relays.
Yeah.
I never understood that. Like, you and E&E's job, like intermingle.
Yeah.
But you do a lot of their stuff.
It's kind of back and forth too.
If it was,
but yeah, OAS is a little.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We get everything, like E&E gets everything up to like the PCAs, and then from the PCAs onward, it's OAS. Depending on the problem, like something like if you have like an E&E issue or like a blower is like not getting power or something like that, usually they're savvy enough to be able to troubleshoot, you know.
That's because what you work on is where the PFM happens.
PFM.
Pure fucking magic.
Oh yeah, sure, dude. Yeah, you can't let the magic smoke out.
For a minute there too, I was all PFM as well. I was doing that too. I was like, "What the hell is PFM, Andy?"
Tried to entertain.
Tripped me up there.
That was a fun gig. I like doing it.
Awesome, man.
It's definitely, you know, you have a very marketable skill set. Like, maybe I don't know so much like here, but I remember when I went to Depot to get my airplane back in 2005, I was talking with one of the backline, like he was like their lead tech or whatever to do the backlines out of Depot. And I was asking him, you know, about like how hard or what you got to do to get on with Depot and this and that, like what he looks for. And he's like, I don't want any E7s or above. He goes, because they retire and they come here and they still think they're an E7 or above. They say, if you're a chief, you know, we're not about that.
Yeah, they want a worker.
They just want a worker. You know? He's like, so I want like a seasoned senior airman staff sergeant, you know, that's had, you know, 4 to 6 years
and some experience. Yeah, man.
That's deployed, that's done this. And he goes, honestly, like, I prefer to get avionics guys than I do crew chiefs or mechanics, because I can't teach the mechanics the avionics stuff, but I can teach the avionics guys the mechanics stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. I believe that.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, I've never really ventured too far out from Dias. I was lucky enough to get, you know, the job at Boeing and then the job over here. So
sure.
I haven't had to look too hard, so I don't.
What I'm saying is, with your avionics background, you're marketable. You'll never be out of a job.
Yeah, and especially now too that you dibble dabble in me and Andy's AFSC. You know, you can go up there and you can run APUs. You know how to service all the components. You know how to install components too. Engine drops, adds. You know, so yeah, man, you're getting well rounded, dude.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, your systems really interest me, which is weird.
Doesn't mean
for a crew chief.
I don't know why.
And like, I spent a lot of time, you know this, I've talked to you about this, I spent a lot of time studying the emote system and stuff because I had to teach it. But there comes a certain point where, like, somebody that don't have like basic electronic principles or just a basic, I have a very rudimentary understanding of how the system works. But I get going, I get excited, and I'm like, oh, okay, I kind of know how this, and I'll get in the books, and then I hit that roadmap of a schematic, and all I see is the big stop sign, because I get to a point where I don't understand, like, and it's tough, like it's tough stuff, you know what I mean?
It is. That's something kind of got to stay in practice with, because like, if I start doing, you know, APG work for so long, and then I have to go back to avionics, and it's not that you completely lose it, but
you know how to do it though. There's a lot of crew chiefs. I'm one of them that I will struggle all day long, and I'll pretty much just quit and find somebody to see if they can just read those damn schematics for me and let me know what's going on. You give me the part, I'll put it in, and then we'll ops check it. You know, so yeah, not my specialty.
Oh, that was one of the most valuable things I learned in my FTD is, you know, Sergeant Madsen. He really taught us. Dave Madsen, he taught us, you know, how to read the schematics and how, you know.
That dude was smart.
Good, great instructor, man.
Great instructor too.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the most valuable thing he taught me was how to read the TOs. If you can read the TO, you can pretty much figure out anything. So.
Hey, so why did you join, man? What year did you join?
I left for basic in 2012.
Uh-huh.
I think I went to the recruiter in like somewhere like mid 2011. Joined the DEP in like November, and then hung out for like 6 months, and then I went to basic.
Why'd you choose the military?
I was hanging out with a couple of my friends.
Mhm.
I kind of lost touch. I mean, I still consider them good friends. I haven't talked to them in a while. And my old friend Brian Miller,
Mhm.
another kid Jason Knight, and my friend Jason. He was just super successful in everything he did. At like 16, he was like, this is like when the first iPhones came out, and like he was really good at like fixing them. So he had like his business at like fixing iPhones, and he was just always like super successful. And he wanted to be a helicopter pilot, and I was like, I like airplanes, but I don't have the means to go to aviation school or anything like that. So that kind of piqued my interest in aviation. So I went up to the recruiter's office, and that's how it all started.
I gotcha. Yeah, I think everybody's a little different. I've told Andy several times, like, dude, I didn't want to join the military. Didn't want to have anything to do with it, dude, because I'm a military brat. We moved around a lot. And I think I told you that too.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to do it, but so it's always neat. I always like to hear people's story, like what and when they decided to join, why, So.
Yeah. I had another friend too that was. We played a lot of flight sims together. Like he was super into it. Like he played flight sims from like, as long as I knew that. I met him in like 7th grade or 8th grade or something like that, and he had like this whole setup with like a yoke, and like he went through Embry-Riddle. He's a pilot now. Wow. He was super into it, and it was something I was interested in too. But I did really bad in school, so
you can still do it.
I can still do I have the means now because the GI Bill and stuff like that. But
absolutely.
Fresh out of high school, I didn't have the grades to pursue that kind of career. And I honestly, I think I like working on them better than I like flying on them. So
yeah, I'm with you, dude. I don't like flying at all.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I could do it, but not a huge fan.
Neat.
See, I don't know. Like I would have no qualms like working on my airplane and then getting in it and taking off. Like I think that would be like cool, satisfying. Until you're like. You get up in the air, and then you're like, "Oh shit! I forgot to service hydro."
That's kind of like working on your own car, though. It's something if you take it to a mechanic.
Yeah, I think if you talk about like that way, I think I'd do it. Because I knew who did the maintenance on it. I did. And if I die, it's my fault. I'd make my plane not have so much bells and whistles. Like shit, I can't troubleshoot. Like anything that deals with the schematic, I don't want it on my plane.
Do you remember when we left for everything?
I want it to be a simple aircraft, dude.
Remember when we left for Guam?
Yeah.
We were on that Hawaiian Air come and picked us up at Dias.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember looking out the window, and there was this like guy that worked for TA. I mean, this dude had like Coke bottle glasses, man. And he's just like the flashlight, not in any like pattern, like slow, deliberate, like looking. He's just like, that flashlight was like this, dude. It was like a light show, dude, over that airplane.
He was blessing it, dude. Maybe he was blessing it, dude.
Throwing holy water.
And he's doing the sign of the cross, dude.
He's like,
this blessing the
hope this thing doesn't fucking explode.
There's a lot of troops on there. I hope they make it to their destination. Yeah, oh my God, that freaked me out, dude.
I do though. Like I get nervous. I wouldn't say nervous so much, but I always try to fly on the wing. And
like on the wing, I go inside the airplane.
You go inside?
Yeah, I don't try to get on the wing.
I just take my belt. I just tighten my belt.
You guys see that guy out on the wing?
Come on,
there's a man on the wing.
Ginger ale.
You try to sit where the wing's at.
Yeah, sit where the wing's at, and then I look out the window, and like when they're putting the flaps and slats down, I'm like looking. And like, can I see cotter keys? And
I don't.
Can I see any cracks? Can I see missing fasteners?
I sit in my seat and I try to just go to sleep, man.
Yeah, I just shut the window. And
I don't look out there.
I mean, it doesn't freak me out or anything, but it's just, training. Like an airplane, something about. You know what I mean? I look at my car and I haven't even ever checked oil on that thing because I don't know how.
I've always thought about like, let's say like you were on an airplane and like you guys kind of IFE'd somewhere, right? And then they're like, does anybody on this plane know how to fix an airplane? You'd be all, I do. And you go out there and try to fix it like you saved the day. That shit will never happen.
Or fuck it up.
Or fuck it up.
No, we're stranded, man. Sorry.
I guess it would depend on where we landed.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Like, give me something simple, like you just need to service up a strut or a tire or something. Like, I got this. I'm the hero of the airplane, dude.
Is it safe for maintenance? I can't do it. Sorry.
Do you have tech data?
I need PPE for me to do all of this.
Do they fly tools on aircraft?
I don't know.
I doubt it.
Or do they just assume because where it's going, it's always
gonna have a place.
like tools?
I don't know if they do or not.
I just wondered if it IFE'd somewhere.
I don't think they do load tools.
Like just a little basic airport.
Yeah.
The pilot was like, I guess they would send like a maintenance team there probably.
Probably.
Yeah, they probably just charter everybody else out and try to come rescue the plane. I don't know, dude.
It probably operates very similar to the way we would, whenever we have IFEs and stuff, then we'll send the aircraft.
Did Eagle send people out ever, or was that mostly
occasionally
done?
They did?
Yeah.
Occasionally they did. I guess they had a couple gigs to Mexico, and so occasionally they would do that, because one of the things too when I was working at the airport is that they were really high on you getting your damn passport in the event you'd have to go somewhere to work on a plane.
If they come out and they're like, "Hey man, we need you in Mexico,"
How about Venezuela, dude? You go meet the Russians. Did you guys read about that?
Yeah.
There's Russians.
What?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
In Venezuela?
Yes. They're offloading troops, dude.
They're trying to take it over.
Troops in Venezuela. What do you do, Cole? Do you not read the news, dude?
I live under a rock mostly.
Yeah, man. I saw that early last week. There's troops in Venezuela, man. Russian troops.
So are they trying to take over the state?
I have no idea what the hell they're doing. Probably.
There's a lot of political unrest there.
Yeah.
Poverty is at an all-time high.
Yeah. Meanwhile, here in the United States, we're trying to find that our president was a Russian spy.
Yeah.
That's what we're focusing on.
I'm surprised we didn't send troops there since we're like the world police.
I don't know what's going on, man. Little crazy, but I just
Jesse Smollett.
Yeah.
That dude. You see what the city of Chicago did?
They're pissed.
They're like, "Hey, you owe us $130,000 to pay the police for chasing do this investigation and everything."
Oh,
and his
they said it was
attorneys,
millions of dollars that
but they're only going after $130,000.
Wow.
And they can go up to 3 times the amount if they wanted to. And his attorneys.
Who are they suing?
Him.
Oh, okay.
For filing that false.
Yeah.
That false police statement. Yeah. He even has the balls to come out and say that. He came out and he's like, "I'm completely innocent of all this and that." It's like, dude, there's so much evidence against you. You're not innocent.
But
it doesn't matter, dude.
Yeah, that's what the media spins, dude. If he says it enough and gets it out there enough, people that aren't up on the story are going to start to believe that he really is innocent. But that guy was a dirtbag, dude. Dirtbag.
But they're saying like his lawyers denied the request, and the city's like, they filed a civil suit.
Wow.
And the judge. So the difference between a civil suit and a criminal case. In a criminal case, you have to prove beyond reasonable doubt. In a civil case, he only has to prove 51%. So he's just got to he's got to say that at least 50% of what's going on is true. You're guilty. You got to pay it. And if they don't pay it, then they can seize his paychecks. They can seize his bank accounts.
Wow. I hope he's done in Hollywood, dude.
Say this civil case could get him fired off of Empire.
I thought he got fired off
watch
Empire.
that dumb show anyway.
Yeah, I don't watch it.
I haven't seen it. I didn't even know who he was, honestly, until like that whole.
Well, here's the thing. Now everybody knows who the hell he is. A liar.
A freaking liar.
It's crazy. So did you get a chance to deploy? Did you deploy? No.
Not.
Man, those were crazy times.
I had the opportunity, but I messed it up. I went on antidepressants before, like a month before we're supposed to deploy, and then it's like the whole 90-day rule.
Oh yeah.
So I should have not done that.
Well, you know what? Don't look at it as you messed up, man. I think if you needed that, then
absolutely.
Man.
I mean, there's a whole story there. I don't want to get into it right now, but I should have just went. I
should have just went.
I went and just left all the nonsense I created for myself behind?
Yeah.
Life happens, man.
Yeah.
Life happens. That's how we learn. What do you do in your spare time?
I sleep a lot.
That's the life.
I try to sleep. I say I don't actually get a whole lot of sleep.
Because we work that night shift, huh?
Yeah, watch TV. Yeah, with my dogs.
Do you like night shift?
No.
Man, 5 years.
I do, but I don't.
I've almost been on nights for 5 years, dude.
It's the bad part is like not being awake with the rest of the world, but there is some perks to it, man.
There's a lot of perks. There's enough perks that I continue to do it.
There is some perks to it, but
not that I have a choice.
Like there, I think me and Andy had talked about it before. Is there's a lot of bad things that happens working that third shift, dude.
Like your body and stuff.
Yeah, that circadian rhythm and all that. Yeah. So your body's thrown off, man.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
sure.
Big time. But I enjoy mids. I like it. It works out for me right now with the family and everything. It works.
I like the people. I like I like
definitely like
everybody we work with.
We do have a pretty good crew.
Yeah, man.
We got some numbskulls though.
It's a good team. Even the numbskulls, man. Everybody contributes on our shift, and I enjoy working with every single person. I actually like working with Timmy too, man. Sometimes. just
gotta throw it out there.
He would think something was wrong with me if I didn't rip on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be like, "You all right? You feeling okay, Andy?" Like, remember your New Year's resolution to be a better person?
That didn't last long.
It lasted about a week, maybe.
Yeah, 7 days, I think, 7 or 9 days.
Oh,
and I think most of those, like the first 3 were because we were on vacation for the holidays.
Hey, let's tell everybody what happened to you on my favorite airplane, dude, 135.
Oh yeah, that was fun. I'm sure everybody probably knows what happened already, but
I just remember, dude, it was me and you underneath the nacelle. I was coming out of there, and then you're going over there to pull the power cord, have the TO in your hand, and then I just hear the TO hit the ground. I look, you're laying on the ground, your glasses are by your feet, and you smoke that antenna, man.
Dude, everything.
How's the scar, dude? Is it gone?
It's actually healing up pretty well. Like,
oh man, it was gonna be cool, like Jason Momoa, man.
Nah, I didn't hit it hard enough. next time I gotta.
You hit it hard, dude. You hit it. I'm just glad it didn't get in your eye. Like,
it kind of did a little bit.
Ah, dude.
Like my eyeball hurt for like a good couple hours. Like I think I smoked my eye, but
it's cool, man. I gave you a little bit of triage, not really, and then we handed you off to Andy, and then you guys went to the ER.
Andy took care of me.
It was funny because I was sitting in at the computer there, busy doing can stuff.
Yeah, sure. Of course. Yeah.
And the tree, or the door busts open and Tree walks in. He goes, "Andy, man down." I'm like, "What the hell?" And then I look, and you come in. You're all.
Hold my parts bag up to my face.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's clean.
Look, I was like,
we were using a parts bag.
It was a new one.
Was it a new one?
Yeah, it was a new one.
Oh,
parts bags are nasty, dude.
It didn't get infected.
Oh, Washburn wasn't there, but if Washburn had touched the parts bag and then handed it to you, and then you put it on there.
You'd have fecal matter in your eyebrow, dude. You'd have a shit brow.
You probably would have lost that eye.
Hey, man.
They're like, "Oh, sir, we're gonna have to amputate."
I got 2.
Amputate your head. Your head's gonna be in a jar,
get a tourniquet out. Like, "Sir, just hold still."
So it's not gonna hurt for long.
And then we get him in the car and he's good.
He's a good gash though.
He knows where he's at.
Yeah.
He wasn't like concussed or anything, and we're driving, and it's been a while since I turned off a cat claw.
He got us lost.
Yeah, right off Buffalo Gap.
And I end up, because that's just how I always go to this part of town, was turn down Cat Claw instead of going down Buffalo Gap. And in this neighborhood, like, dude, I don't know where we're at.
We're just cruising around.
You're gonna bleed out. I'm sorry. I got lost.
I think everybody thought it was way worse than it was.
It definitely needed to be.
Yeah, I think. Well, you leaked a little bit out there on the spot too. So.
Oh yeah, but
you followed your blood trail going out to the truck.
it could have been steri stripped. You know, we could have done that had I had them. We could have just steri stripped. You'd been okay.
That's what they did, right? They just put glue on it. They didn't glue stitches.
Yeah.
Oh, you should have asked for freaking stitches, dude. You could have had a badass scar, man. You know how many chicks you would have pulled, dude? A lot of chicks, Tyler.
If I did nothing, it would have scarred way worse.
Yeah.
Dude, so we get to the ER, right? And he goes right back. I'm like, can I come? Because the nurse was a dime piece, dude. What would Brendan Schaub say? A smoke show.
Smoke show, dude.
The blonde.
She was fine, dude.
And she had these like nerdy little like casting couch glasses.
You should have got her digits, Cole.
And then
I wouldn't say I was like concussed, but I was a little more concerned about like my eye than I was about picking up.
And then the PA.
My priorities were all fucked out. I should have been.
You should have been milking it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, I hurt so much.
I think I hurt myself down here by my crotch.
You need to really check me out.
I think I got hurt.
Then the PA walks in that was going to glue his eye up, man, and she was a smoke show too.
Man, you had to cast some Grey's Anatomy, dude.
And I'm in the corner
without all the benefits.
And I'm in the corner drooling. I'm like, Cole, get her digits, dude.
I mean, I bet if we both didn't look homeless, I mean, we might have had
We
better
did
stuff.
look-
Yeah, they probably thought we have some guys showing up from the Salvation Army that one of the guys cut. We look like rodeo clowns when we're working at night, man. Yeah,
And there was Hendricks did have a police officer, and he was hanging around.
Yeah, he was definitely keeping it. I don't know if he was just bored or.
Yeah, I got 2 meth heads that just came in.
Gotta keep it. Nah, these two.
I'm pretty sure they're a couple.
Yeah, they're definitely gay.
So there's this.
That big dude, he's the bear.
He's the bear. The young one, Little Spin. And there's this placard on the wall. It was talking about like trafficking in persons. And how like you have the like nobody can like make you do anything. Like they can't make you get an abortion or anything like that.
Oh,
and I'm like, Cole, if I ever get you pregnant, dude, I can't bring you in here and make you get an abortion. And we just start going off on this like.
I was like, don't worry, dude. I'll keep it.
I'll keep it.
I'll keep it and raise it.
I'm sure we weren't quiet about it.
Yeah.
You know,
they probably do. That hospitals, they hear and see the craziest things, dude.
They're probably worse than us when we leave.
You can.
Oh yeah, man.
You can take the maintainer off the flight line, but you can't take the flight line out of the maintainer.
No. And it's bad when you get a group of guys, kind of like how we are here. You know, it's just like we just say some of the craziest things, dude. We're just like, no big deal. Yeah.
Definitely can't reintegrate into a normal workspace.
No, man.
It's gonna be tough for me, dude. It's really gonna be tough for me. Like I was lucky when I worked in EMS here in Abilene because they're just as
they were all prior military.
But some of them were, and it's just a dark career. You know,
you gotta have a little bit of laughter.
You see a lot of bad things. Cops are the same way.
Yeah,
you know, just a real like dark sense of humor, because sometimes that's the only way to break the stress or to deal with some of the things that you come across and see is just to crack a joke about it.
Yep.
In the right time, of course.
Oh yeah, you gotta.
But
probably not in front of the patients.
Yeah.
So when I was doing a clinical, right, this is my first day doing a clinical on the ambulance, and the EMT and the medic get in the front seat of the truck, and the medic, and I'm in the back of the truck, right? There's a if you've ever been in an ambulance, which you have, it's called a captain's chair, and it's right behind the driver's seat, and that's where I'm sitting, right? And I'm just kind of on my phone or whatever, and they're talking. This dude tells like a hella racist joke, like really bad racist joke, and they're laughing. And then all of a sudden it gets quiet, and I hear the guy go, "Oh, we got a student. We got a student in the back." He's like, "Hey man, how you doing?" I'm like, "Good.
I'm gonna report every single one of you, dude."
I was like, "That was a funny joke." He goes, "Oh shit, you heard that?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I'm military, man. Don't worry about it."
I'm gonna report every single one of you guys. All you guys are done.
They don't work there anymore, and I own half the company.
Hey, you said you've been in an ambulance? You've been in an ambulance?
Once, yeah.
For what?
When I
Tell everybody what you did, Cole. This is a great story, dude.
All right, so I was working on my truck,
Uh-huh.
and like a genius, I was in a hurry.
Uh-huh.
I threw it up on some jack stands, but I didn't set the brake, and I didn't chock the wheels. And I got a breaker bar, and I got the wheels off.
Uh-huh.
Didn't put them underneath, so it's just sitting on jack stands. That's
Okay.
it. That's all I got.
Yeah.
That was my safety net. And I got a breaker bar, and I'm trying to unbolt the wheel hub.
Okay.
Oh, dude, I'm pulling on it, and I can feel the truck moving a little bit, and I was like, weird.
I'm not this strong to move this.
Yeah,
big
next thing I know, I fucking pull on it, and like it just goes and smash my right foot. Like I got pinned between like the control arm and the pavement. And I'm sitting there, I'm looking around, and I'm like, my jack stand's over here.
Wow.
Or not my jack stand, my jack. I'm like, yeah, I can't reach that. That sucks. So
were you all like,
around and
were you all getting into your fucking pocket and you're all with your pocket knife? You're all,
I didn't have anything in my pockets, dude. Everything was in my toolbox, which was up on the curb.
Were you by yourself when the truck fell on you?
Yeah. So I sat there for about. I looked around. Luckily, there was a dude down the way working on his car.
This was in the street?
This is in my old apartment complex.
Oh, shit.
So I'm just, I'm like, underneath the little carport.
Did you yell or help?
I was like, I saw this dude. I was like, hey, man. Hey, man. Come over here give me a hand, dude. So he's walking over here, and I'm like, can you run? You think you can run over here and help me?
Oh, my gosh, dude.
He started, dude, you can see his eyes. He's like, oh, my God. I was like, dude, the jack's right there. Can you just, like.
You stayed calm, huh?
Dude. Yeah, I mean, I stayed calm, but.
Did it hurt at that point, or did it just feel like pressure?
It was uncomfortable. Like, I wasn't in, like, severe pain where I was like, I got to get out of here right now.
Until it got released.
Once it got released, I was okay probably for, like, 2 or 3 minutes. And then, like, after that, dude, the pain was, like, almost, like, unbearable. Like, that dude called the ambulance, and I was in an apartment complex. I had all this stuff, so I threw most of the crap back in the back of my truck. And then, like, my toolbox, I had to, like, pull it up these stairs on like one leg.
On one foot?
Well, the dude he helped me, but I rolled it back inside my apartment and closed the door. And my girlfriend at the time was off with her sister.
Hold on a minute. You just crushed your foot with a pickup truck.
Yeah.
And you're taking your toolbox upstairs with a broken.
It was
with a shattered foot.
It was like 2 or 3 steps.
Oh, okay.
I was on the bottom floor.
I'm thinking you're like going up to the second floor or something.
Nah, we've rolled it inside.
Kept it that way. Now I don't give a shit. The story sucks. Just kidding, dude.
I was on the 3rd floor.
There we go, dude.
So I'm sitting on the curb, just waiting for the ambulance to come. And, like, my foot hurts,
dude.
By the time I was,
you still had your shoe on?
The shoe was off, but I had my sock on still. I think, I don't know, dude. I don't know. There's a lot of it I don't remember. Because once I got in the ambulance, the dude was like, "What's your pain scale?" And I was like, "It's a 10."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Nobody's at a 10." And I was like, "Fine, 9.5." And he's like, "All right, that's better."
9.75.
Yeah, so I think they gave me like fentanyl, and they took my sock off. He didn't cut it off. He just like ripped it off, and I was like, "Oh, you son of a bitch! That fucking hurt so bad."
Was it bleeding?
No,
it was
didn't.
Just all.
Yeah, nothing got lacerated, but like.
But it did break some bones in there, right?
I don't think I actually broke anything. What it did was like, it separated all of my mid-bone feet. Like, you know how like your metatarsals and stuff like come together like and form your arch?
Yeah.
Well, those just basically all got dislocated. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude.
So they had to like go and like I have some pictures of like.
What were you looking for over there, dude? You thought you heard a snake?
No, I didn't want you to smell my Thai food.
Oh. I thought you saw a snake. There was a snake in the studio.
I was real reluctant. That's why I was late, man.
Where are my pictures?
Dude, I was sitting just down the street in my car. Like, I really want to go over there.
I got PTSD from a snake I didn't even see.
It was horrible, dude.
Yeah, so this is what it looked
these
like.
are the dick pics, dude.
This is what my foot looked like.
Man.
I think post-surgery. Oh, that's They had like.
They just
tape
smashed
on.
the top of it, dude. Let me just smash the top
Yeah, this
of that
like
foot.
little. That's where like the ball, the threaded ball joint.
Yeah.
Like fell down on my foot and like smashed everything. That big line is where they had to like cut for the like my foot was so swollen they had to relieve the swelling, and then all the little ones are where they put the screws in.
How's your foot feel now? It's been about a year, hasn't it?
It happened in June of 2017, so it's been like a year and a half.
Yeah, almost 2 years. How's your foot feel now?
Yeah, it's pretty good, dude. Like I can do, I walk pretty normally.
Yeah, you seem to be fine at work. Like you're moving around. Fine.
It's sore. Like this, I don't really go running. Like I went running like a few weeks ago. I ran like twice, like around the neighborhood. It was like 2/3 of a mile. I did like twice. It didn't hurt too bad. It's just like it's sore sometimes.
Yeah,
that's about it. So. I got real lucky. Like if there was nobody around, I'm glad that dude was down the street, like right down the way. Because if I'd been trapped under there for like an hour or however long it took for somebody to drive by and see me, like
you would have probably started yelling, dude. Did you have your phone in your pocket?
Nope.
Oh,
I have nothing in my pockets.
No lifeline.
Nope. Just sitting there, waiting for somebody to help me.
Yeah, you got real lucky, man.
I did, dude.
Well, I'm glad you're better.
Yeah.
That would suck. That would suck big time.
Man.
So I highly advocate for vehicle safety.
Yeah, right. Make sure that parking brake's set, and then have a chock. Use your jack stands.
Chock the wheels.
Yeah. I changed the brakes and rotors. I was telling you on my truck, and when I was doing that, dude, I think about when you told me that,
dude.
Like I don't want this thing to fall on me.
You know how many times I've had my Toyota fall off the jack stands? God, same thing.
Scary, man.
Just retarded.
Just take a couple minutes.
If you got the wheels off, stuff them under the frame.
You can do that too, yeah, man. It'll stop it from dropping all the way down.
Yeah. If I had done like any sort of
no RM, you did no RM. Dude.
Nope.
0 RM.
0 RM.
No risk management at all.
Nah, dude, I was in a hurry. I was trying to get the truck.
You should have sued the apartment complex, dude.
What, for letting me do that?
Yep.
I mean, that's my own fault. I would have been the guy who got sued.
I would have sued him, dude.
You sue for anything, man.
It's in your lease that you're.
That's why hot coffee
the way
is
that
on
y'all's
McDonald's
parking lot is caused more wear and tear on my vehicle, causing me to do maintenance on it.
Except it's in your lease and you can't work on your vehicle.
Oh, shit. Yeah, they got you, dude. I would have tried something, man. Try to get some money from them. I'm just kidding. That'd be a dirtbag thing to do.
You could have sued that guy for not running.
Yes, sue him.
Well, I didn't exactly make it urgent.
Can you run? Can you run?
I was like, can you come a little quicker,
sir,
a little faster.
Sir, could you please be of assistance to me?
What if that guy got there? It's like, why you gotta be so rude, man? Go find somebody else to help out. Just fucking, he just about face left.
I probably would have died.
Or what if he robbed you?
Oh, dude, fucking stole all my shit and just left me there to die.
He stood over you and he's all zip. Dude, that'd be horrible, man.
It's like, I'll let you out of here if you suck my dick.
And that's how it works. That's why this podcast is like a 12 truck.
That's horrible, right? Yeah. So you got to find some laughter in all of the bad things that happen to you, man.
Well, I'm glad you're
okay. It's all zip. Why are you peeing on me? He's all pissing on you. I like doing this.
He totally could have. I mean, I was in no position to be like, "Nah, man."
He pulls out his phone and starts to play R. Kelly.
I'm gonna pee on you.
Well, eventually my ex would have came home, and she actually rolled by like a few minutes after. Like once I was under the truck, and she was like with her sister, like to go get like a tattoo or something like that.
Yeah.
So she ended up coming by the house, and she's like, "What happened, dude?" And I was like, "It fell on me."
And it wasn't no Joker little Ford Ranger. It was
that's
extended cab Silverado, right?
Full-size truck, man.
Like, I don't know how much of the weight actually fell. I mean, like, because one side was still on the jack stands, but the other side wasn't.
I don't care, man. That's your foot and a truck sitting on it. Man,
it hurt.
I was passed out, man.
I was in recovery mode for like.
How about
3 months.
how much you take it for granted your feet?
Dude, yeah. John, I mean, you
dude, any extremity.
Yeah.
You don't realize how much.
Yeah, but your feet.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like,
well, I've rolled my ankles so many times, skateboard and stuff. Yeah, dude. When something's wrong with your foot or your ankle,
like
yeah.
you screwed up your arm. I mean, you can do with eating but like getting yourself somewhere.
Yeah, I lived in a townhouse, and all like my bedroom was upstairs and stuff like that. I ended up spending like 2 or 3 weeks on the couch
downstairs
because I just couldn't, I couldn't go up and down the stairs. But yeah, I mean, losing mobility really sucks. Like I'm lucky that I've regained all my mobility. I can walk around. I can do most activities without any problems. Like I can't imagine what it's like for people that have like been like amputated or like that.
Dude, I like to watch those videos of amputees and they're doing like incredible stuff. It just makes you think, I'm a piece of shit.
I'm piece
lazy.
of shit.
Like
dude.
Nugget. Like
not like that. I'm talking about them doing feats, like just like physical feats, and they're out there getting after it, and they still are missing something, a leg, an arm, it makes you think. You're like, man, what's my excuse, right?
I like that video of that dude in the wheelchair.
Yeah, that was incredible, man. Incredible. He's up on those. He was on rings.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
He went all the way.
You figured like, okay, he's paraplegic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of his. No, he's like, keep the wheelchair on me. And he's crazy.
Yeah. I think I've told you. I don't know if I told you, but I told Johnny about my sister's boyfriend or fiance married. I don't know. They're like common law at this point.
Mm-hmm.
They got 2 kids together. They're basically married.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's an amputee, and he was always super active. Like when I was still living at home, and like he'd go rock climbing. He would do all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like occasionally, like he'd get like a little bit of sores, like where his leg connects because he's got prosthetic and stuff like that.
Or it was just rubbing on his prosthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and he was more active than I was.
Wow.
And I mean, it's just.
Well,
it makes you think, man.
You got 2 choices when you're in that situation.
Yeah.
You really do. I mean, like, you can feel sorry for yourself.
Give up or move forward, dude.
Yep, and that's it.
Yeah.
You got, and I hope if I'm ever faced with that I have enough.
I thought you gave up already.
About to give up on this podcast.
I almost gave up on you because you're late again. But you're here.
Fashionably.
Cole was on, let's just start it, man. I was like, but Eddie's not here, man. He's like, who cares, man? I was like, oh.
Yeah, he's not important to the podcast.
Hey, speaking of, though, I think we're going to try and get you, Cole, to kind of be our producer, right? And help us out. Maybe get the podcast looking a little bit better. Some picture-in-picture stuff.
I'll see what I can do. I mean, I'm not a professional by any means.
But I think you figure it out. That's the other thing. What do you like you said, Andy asked what you like to do, but, some of your hobbies, you dibble-dabble with computers, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Gaming
I play,
like that.
When I have the energy, I like to play, all my video games and stuff like that. Like, by no means am I, like, professional. It's very recreational for me.
Dude,
I'm not.
By no means are me and Andy professional. Look how bootleg this is, dude.
I mean,
Up to a few weeks ago, we were using the computer for. Hey, it works, man.
It works.
It's more legit than anything I've ever done.
But so we can have some picture-in-picture stuff. A lot of times, like what we were doing, like you were talking about your foot. We could have images of the foot come up there. So we'll clean up the podcast for everybody, and we'll get this thing looking good with Cole's help. It'll be awesome.
I'll see what we can do, man.
It was Andy's idea, actually.
Was it?
Yeah. Because I was just like, really, dude? I don't really like Cole.
I like you.
But then I ended up liking you and stuff. So I'm just kidding, dude.
I'm like a tumor. I grew on you.
I like you. When I got to know you, I was like, he's a cool kid.
I didn't know who you were other than when I started working, back for M2 at the time. They were everybody said, Tyler comes back. Hope Tyler comes back. I didn't know who you were. But then I did see when you came back, I remembered you from the debt when you went through. I was like, okay, this is the guy. Yeah.
Was I at the debt when you went through?
When did you get out?
You were there.
I was there in 2013.
Yeah, I was there. I didn't get out until 2014.
Yeah, so you were there. It was really weird, like coming over from Boeing to M1, because I mean at that point, like I remember like Ron being my pro super, and DeArmond was a pro super.
Yeah.
And it was weird coming from like being an airman to like working with
Being
these
their peer.
dudes and like talking like
You're now their peer.
yeah. It's not like Master Sergeant Smith. It was like, hey Ron, what's going on?
Yeah.
It was weird. It took a little time to get used to.
Well, I think like I didn't know who you were first. You were on swings. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then like I'm horrible about this, and I don't know why I am this way, but like I gravitate more towards the people that I know. You know what I mean? And
I think that's pretty natural.
And then you know, you come to bids, then I was able to get to know you. You know, but like there's a bunch of people like I don't talk to on days or swings. Even when I work with them on the weekend, I don't talk to them. I'm not being a dick. I just don't know them. You know?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not. I think I'm a little bit more kind of a chatty Cathy, social butterfly type of person. Everybody I work with, I kind of want to know a little bit about them.
I'm kind of a dandy. I don't
go
out of my way to like get to know somebody.
Why are you guys making it seem like I go out of my way to go do it, dude?
Because you obviously
need
friends.
I'm just like, hey, what's up? What's your name? Hi.
You're needy.
I'm Johnny.
You're that needy chick.
No, I'm not, dude.
You are.
I just need to know who I'm working with. I'm just like some of these sons of bitches, dude.
I'm just antisocial. Like, I'm like,
I'm not antisocial. I just like I don't know you.
It is awkward, man. I mean, I know what you're saying.
And I got this dickhead reputation I got to uphold. So
that's a hard reputation. I don't know why somebody want to have that type of rep.
I don't want it.
I mean, I don't want it. It was a curse.
It's my. This is what, like, I'm a totally different person outside of work. Like, I think. I don't know. I hope. But this job, man, you gotta like. Well, not this job, but like being a crew chief, I'll say. I don't know how it was being a spec, but
it's all rainbows
like,
and butterflies.
Like you got to be, you can't show no weakness, and we're just damn mean. Like I've always said, like crew chiefs are cutthroat, man.
They are.
If something bothers you, you cannot let anybody know it bothers you, because they're like, oh, that person doesn't like that, and they're just gonna jump all over. So you just gotta like, that doesn't bother me.
Yeah, that's kind of a universal maintenance thing.
And like, as a young guy, you develop this defense mechanism, you know, and then it just follows.
You just gotta whatever, man.
And then like this is what I told these guys when I went back, like after the first week working at M1 because I got out of the Air Force like finaled out on this day, went to M1 this day, like the next day.
Yeah.
And did like a week. I went back to the debt and I was like bullshitting with everybody, you know. And I was like, dude, it's like I stepped back in time. Like like a lot of these guys, like Washburn and Petey and like that's like the old school 12 truck, like.
Yeah, those were our old expediters.
You know what I mean? And so I stepped back in time. It's like, man, I got to up my game, you know. And it's brutal. It's brutal.
Hey, share that picture you found today, dude.
So this is me and my mom. My mom wanted Thai food. I introduced her to Thai food again, last weekend, and she wanted to go.
What does it say?
In San Angelo, there's a taxi service called Red Ball Express. It is a licensed subsidiary of Red Ball Podcast, Johnny and Andy Show. Copyright, patent pending.
Is that why the A's are there for Andy?
Andy's an asshole, Red Ball Express.
Yeah, I got you.
Andy is an asshole.
That's weird.
Andy's asshole.
Andy's an asshole.
Climb on in. We'll take you where you want to go.
Service. That's funny, dude.
But it's a taxi service in San Angelo, and so years ago, I went to a concert. Me and Nick Hyman went to a Cross Canadian Ragweed concert at Angelo State University, right?
Yeah.
And they weren't serving alcohol at the venue, obviously, because it was on college campus. So we go check into our hotel. We leave Abilene early. We get to the hotel like 2 p.m. The show's not till like 8 o'clock at night, and we start hammering beers and shots at the at the bar in the hotel, right?
Yeah.
So we get drunk, and
Let's take a look at that chick that's up there.
oh yeah, there's some random
Hey, girl.
girls in the truck. What's up, girl?
What's up, girl? Did she see you take
What
a
is
picture?
that?
And it's kind of ironic. I don't know. It's kind of ironic. the
Whoa,
black chick
what's
was in
going
the
on back there?
Yeah, like people won't be able to really see this really good on the podcast because like it's kind of hard, but we see it pretty good. What is that? What is going on right there?
I think people were like starting to get out.
Oh, okay.
There was 3 girls, but this black dude in like Air Force PT shorts got out, and that's how I figured they were. And they were talking military stuff. So
Oh, okay.
those 3 chicks were. But anyways, so we go. We need to like make our way across town to Angelo State University, go to the concert. And so thumbing through a phone book, I asked the bartender, this is back, before we could just Google, asked the bartender for a phone book and found Red Ball Taxi.
Wow.
And we used them. And the guy like pulled up. This was great. And he's like, "Hey, you guys military? $3 wherever you want to go."
Wow.
And so he took us. And he goes, "All right, man. Here's my phone number. Call me when you're done. And I'll meet you right here." And I mean, legit. That guy was right there.
Wow.
Called him. He's like, "I'm just pulling up, man." I was like,
So they're still in business.
Still in
That was
business.
back in when was this when you
"That
went to that concert?
was 06.
Dang.
Yeah, 05 or
Ball
06.
Express. That's pretty funny, man.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. Some random chick. What's up, girl?
Now that I look at her, dude, she kind of looks like she might be a little bit older. Like, I don't know.
No, she was young.
Oh, is she young?
She was. She was sitting like right next to me and my mom.
Oh,
Dude, she orders what'd she do? Like she ordered sweet and sour chicken.
Mhm.
And they brought it out and she goes, yeah, I didn't know this was fried. Can I go ahead and just get the pad thai? No tomatoes, no onions, no, and the lady's like, no vegetables, like
just noodles.
like.
Yeah.
She goes, yeah, that'll be
Man, you
fine.
made me hungry for Chinese food now.
She legit
I'll
took
take the
the
vegetable
whole.
pad thai with no
Yeah.
vegetables, please.
She legit turned the whole meal in, like she
Yeah.
wouldn't touch it.
Hey,
And
Mom,
then
do what
they
wants,
bring
dude.
it out. She goes, I think I asked for steamed rice. I'm like, oh my god, just eat your food.
Maybe she's
You know-
allergic, dude. You don't know.
You. her shit got spit in.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You can't send your. So I tried telling my mom, man. My mom's one that's like, she'll send stuff back, and I'm like,
Don't do that.
and then she's
Yeah.
like, and then she gets the food and she eats it, and then she's like packaging it up to go box. She goes, got leftovers for you later. I was like, I ain't eating that.
You should let her watch Waiting.
Yeah, after I saw that movie, I'm like, I
She
don't
won't send
care
it back.
what comes out on a plate. I'm
When I
eating
watched
it.
that movie, dude, I'm like, this looks like Chili's. I don't like Chili's anymore.
I'll still eat it. Chili's.
I try not to, man.
Really? You
Yeah,
think they're gonna
I'm not a big fan of Chili's, dude.
think they're gonna rub their taint all over your food
No,
or
the
something?
food, I don't know, man. Sometimes when we used to go to Chili's, they sit us over there kind of by the kitchen, and you can kind of see back there. That kitchen's a fucking wreck, dude.
Oh yeah.
It looks dirty. And there's so much crap around on the floor, and just like, I'm like, man, is it really clean back there? So, like, that just
No.
kind of turned my stomach, man.
Well, I think we talked about this last podcast.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Something
This
about
drunk guy
Chili's.
come in and he was like giving the waitress a hard time at this restaurant I worked at when I was in high school.
Oh yeah, I heard this thing.
And the cook, like, he took the dude's steak and just dropped it on the floor, flipped it over, dropped it again, went like this on the floor and plated
You
it.
just seasoned it for him. It's a little seasoning, son.
What's wrong with you, man? You can't mix Mexican and continental. I love that movie, dude.
Speaking of movies, man, Avengers next week. I'm
pretty
so hyped.
Yeah.
Are you hyped?
That
Andrew?
thing,
Andy's
I've
not really
told
getting
Johnny
into that
I'm
stuff.
I'm not really into the whole superhero
Dude,
thing.
Cole went and rewatched all of them so he can just like be fresh on
Not
it.
yet. I have like 3 more movies
Three
to
more?
go.
Well, he's gone back
So,
and watched like
I
how many
enjoy-
movies is there? There's a bunch of them.
According to that thing you sent me, there's like what, like
Was that the
16?
thing that Ron Smith posted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the correct order?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I I don't know, man. I never read
Comic books.
I read comic books, but I was more of like, you're gonna laugh, but I was more like an Archie.
Yeah,
I used to, like a crap load of them, dude.
kind of like.
You can if Andy stops hogging it.
You got this picture, don't you?
He doesn't.
I'll send it to you. You do this.
Just hook up to it.
I don't know how to do that.
This is why. Yeah, just go to
Here. Just you do.
Here, he's gonna disconnect from it, and then
Andy can do it.
He just disconnected. But see, this is the whole reason why we watch. There's one of those pictures I took, guys, when I went running.
That's really nice.
It's beautiful, right, guys?
You've got
it. And I ran to Arizona.
Did you? What did they call those?
That's the. Is that in Arizona? Looks like where you come from. Were you used to seeing shit like that all the time from Arizona?
If you go north,
I wonder if that
in between like Arizona and Utah, they have like that whole.
There it is, dude. So those are all of the movies that are out for this Marvel universe, the MCU.
So that's the chronological order
to watch it to where it kind of it'll make sense.
Because so I like the Iron Mans because
me too.
What's his name?
RDJ.
Robert Downey Jr. is entertaining, and because he's like I guess that has something to do. I guess it's my personality.
Yeah.
He's sarcastic, and then like. The first two Avengers I watched, I really enjoyed those. Mm-hmm. And then that's it. That's
you
all
didn't
I've
watch
seen.
any of the Guardians?
No.
Dude, those are great. Andy.
The Guardians are good, dude.
Thor Ragnarok's good.
Yeah.
The one in there that I would like pass on, but it actually, I don't know. Doctor Strange was good, but it's a little.
It was different.
It's kind of trippy, man. That was also a trippy comic book at the time, man. Like a lot of psychedelics.
So all those movies intertwine?
Yes, they all connect.
It's probably like the nerdiest of all of them because like of the magic and it's not like traditional superhero kind of stuff, but I mean it's still a great movie. I really liked it.
And when I was little, my uncle took me to see the very first Batman, and so I was more of a Batman geek,
kind of a DC guy. Yeah, I like it all, DC and Marvel. As you can see behind you, I'm a freaking nerd. I love all that stuff, dude.
I wish I knew more about it. I'm a bad fan because all I've really seen is the movies.
The movies, and that's fine too, man. I think that's awesome also.
Yeah, I mean, it's good.
Sometimes
but
that's the gateway for people to start getting into the comic books.
It leaves a lot to be desired because you only get to see so much.
Yeah.
I just don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Sometimes it's bad too because then you get a lot of people that are very critical of.
Well, when did these come out? Because I got like 50 years worth of comic books to catch up on, dude. Like, when am I ever gonna be able to do that?
No, well, look at all of them, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying like
forever, man. But
plus all the TV shows that they come out. Like, I got like 3 seasons of Iron Fist to catch up on, and freaking Daredevil, Jessica Jones, But Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
They don't really link into that stuff very much. They reference certain things from the movies, but they don't really link up into the MCU, the cinematic universe. But
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage is good, but yeah, man, I'm excited for that movie next week. Man.
Oh, yeah,
I think you're gonna probably go with this Cole Daddy. I'll give you. I told you I'd holler at you because you're like, I don't want to go by myself.
I mean, I will, but
no, just go with me and the kids. I told you what happened when me and Kinley went to go see Logan without him, without Jaden. Dude, Jaden's still mad at me until this day because of that, dude. Like, he won't even watch. He won't even watch.
What if he went and watched it without you? Would you be mad?
I was telling Cole, I betrayed him, dude. It was almost like I thought we were brothers. You're my father. I can't. Dude, he's pissed, man.
Was he?
Yeah, he's still like till this day. I'm like, hey, dude, I even bought Logan. I have it, from Amazon.
Won't watch it.
You want to watch? Yeah, he's like, no. And then he brings it up. Oh, you mean when you and Kinley?
The next 3 hours. Of
school? Yeah, dude.
The next 3 hours of the podcast that we're gonna be watching Logan. So if y'all just wanna.
So I can't, because everybody's talking about going to see it in the morning, like after work. I was like, dude, I can't do that, dude. I got to bring the kids with me.
I'd go to sleep,
kill me. And that's the other thing too. I might pass out.
I thought about it because Ron mentioned it, and I was like, oh, that might be a good idea. But then I remembered how tired I am when I get off work, and I just want to go to sleep.
Somebody told me they'd done that with something that just came out. It was a couple.
I think Tree did it at one point.
Yeah, Tree said, and he said it was actually kind of tough. He said he was getting tired.
Especially, it's a 3-hour movie. Like, I'm not trying to.
This movie's 3 hours, dude.
And it's if you get there at 9:30 whenever the movie starts. I haven't looked at the show times, but
you're going home at 12:30, 1 o'clock, son.
Dude, I can't stay up that late, man.
Oh, you're talking about like if you went in the afternoon show, like the matinee?
Yeah, like
Yeah. Oh yeah.
if I
dude,
got
I'd
off
be
work
done.
and went,
I'm gonna go home, get a snoozer, and then we'll watch that one in the evening.
I like the Transformer movies. They were fun.
They're all right.
I liked the first like 3.
I like all that stuff, man. Michael Bay.
I watched them. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but
I'd rather watch some Marvel stuff though.
no, there's a lot of cool stuff out there, man. And the age of media,
Yeah,
really, that's what we got going on.
it's crazy the stuff that.
Johnny's turned me into a documentary whore now.
I love
That's
it.
like probably 90% of what I watch.
They're great, dude. They're great to
I
watch.
watched a few.
That and Live PD. I'm addicted to Live
Yeah.
PD.
Which I haven't started watching. I got too many other shows I'm watching.
Did you see they're coming out with what's that? It's a firefighter show, but it's
Yes.
got Super Trooper guys.
Yes, dude.
Yes. It's gonna.
It's gonna be good. There was a show before that was similar to that.
That'll be like my fire department.
Yeah.
I want to watch it. It looks funny. It's on True TV. I don't
True
have
TV.
True TV. I gotta figure out.
Should have kept your sling.
I mean, I can always get it again.
Yeah.
I wonder if Hulu has it.
They might. Hulu has everything.
I ditched Hulu for Sling, man.
I did Sling for Hulu.
You did?
Yeah.
Everybody's weird, right? Everybody has their own.
Well,
What
I
they
guess like for me, I didn't really use the movie side of it, and like I don't know the channels that I watched. I
Yeah.
like Sling better. I don't know.
Yeah. Now, I'm more of a Sling, YouTube, Netflix, and then an Amazon guy.
You know, there's so many Amazon things that I just haven't watched. I have it, but I don't use it.
I know it's funny sometimes.
I do want to watch that new one they're coming out with, that Hannah series.
Yes,
That looks pretty good.
that's out. It just came out. It's funny because
Oh
sometimes
yeah,
I'll
today's the
talk.
29th, right?
I'll talk to you about movies, and I forget how young you are. I'm like, you remember that? You're
No.
just looking at me, dude. I'm like, oh, you got. And I give him this list of movies he needs to watch. Like he's never seen Conan the Barbarian.
Really?
No.
Good movie.
Yeah, there's
seen-
other ones.
I've seen weird movies. Like I saw The Fly,
Oh
Yeah.
man, with Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
That's a good one, dude. Yeah.
and I don't know. It's just I've seen a really weird assortment of movies, and then of course all the modern ones.
Yeah.
There's something else that I haven't watched all the Star Wars movies.
So what?
Who the?
What's the matter with you, dude?
I don't
It's
know.
weird.
man.
Yeah, there are some people that have never seen any Star Wars.
No, I've
dude.
seen the original ones, like
Yeah.
when I was a
No,
kid.
but there's some people that haven't even seen the originals, dude.
I know. So I
That was my
decided.
girlfriend. That one, or my ex.
that back when Chris Routh worked here, he gave me the order. He texted me the order to watch them because I was so.
Yeah.
And so I sat down. I was going to watch the very first Star Wars, right? And I was like,
The episode 1,
well,
like the one with young Anakin.
no, the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which first one?
Which first one?
the old one.
Oh, so that's
Okay,
not the order.
So the
then.
one with Luke Skywalker and
Yes.
Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was going to watch it,
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a good one.
and I
But that's being watched out of order, right?
What order did he give you? I'm
Yeah.
confused.
I don't know now, or maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
The original 3 are really good. The prequels depends on who you ask.
Yeah. Have you tried to do that? Watch the prequels and then get into the originals? It is a little weird, man.
I was
To make them
I'm
follow chronologically,
Yeah,
it's weird.
there's a lot of stuff that just you're like, that doesn't really line up. But
Yeah.
whatever.
But I couldn't watch it.
Yeah.
I
Some
was
people
like,
can't.
I was like, this is like
Yeah, I've watched them
horrible.
more times than I care to admit.
I was like, it's old. It's like,
But it's so good though, man.
For back then, I think it was just ahead of its time, man. They were using
I could
those
watch this all
originals.
day, dude.
Obviously, you're all tatted up with Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
tat.
cool
I got my
tats,
Star Wars
dude.
shirt. I got a Star Wars hoodie. I have way too much Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, I
dude.
got Star Wars stuff too, dude. Like shirts. I don't got any tats. I can't bring myself to do
Yeah, I
that.
have a little BB-8 back here.
I
don't
saw
know if
that.
you
That's
saw
like
that
my
one.
favorite one, dude.
Yeah. That's
You
good.
got Yoda on your arm.
That's the only one that's finished. That's why.
Who else is on there?
On this side, I got
Seriously,
Farmer Luke,
Yep.
C-3PO, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin, R2-D2,
R2.
Yoda.
R2-D2 is actually a maintainer. Did you know that, dude?
He's the best maintainer.
Yeah, he's an aircraft maintainer, man.
Dude, I wish we had little astromechs that rolled around and fixed things for us. Dude,
Shit,
fucking
dude.
badass.
Yeah.
Come here. Like, what are you doing to that robot,
Fuck
dude?
that, dude. Not today's.
What are you doing to that robot, man? You're not. Oh my god.
Hey guys.
Oh, speaking of robots, dude, I watched one of my first and only Rogan's podcast when he had Andrew Yang on there.
Oh
They
yeah.
talked about robots and automation and stuff like that. So
Kind of interesting, right?
it was enlightening. It was different.
Like trucks will be driving themselves and delivering
Yeah.
stuff.
It's stuff that like I've seen,
Yeah.
but I didn't realize the timetable that they're working with.
You know what? My uncle made a good point. In fact, let me see if I can find the conversation. I asked him about that because he was
Is he a truck driver?
He was an over-the-road truck driver, and I asked him a question about it.
I just don't think they could completely phase the human out of the truck.
Well, no, he didn't say they were gonna.
I know, but it's gonna get to a point.
At some point,
Yeah.
it will.
I think there always has to be a human there.
Well, they said it'll be like drones.
Yeah.
You'll have a fail-safe, somebody who can,
It's just crazy, man.
who can control the truck if it senses, if it goes offline or something
Yeah.
like that. You can.
I asked him because like he sent me this link about average Americans need to start caring about troubles in trucking industry. I said, do you see automation possibly taking over the trucking industry? I heard it recently on a podcast I followed. It was that podcast. He said maybe, but a rig weighing 80,000 plus, they will have to have a professional in the sleeper or somewhere in case something goes wrong. In the winter, a self-driven rig cannot chain up by itself unless they use a self-chaining system. They have those on some rigs today, very expensive, and as usual, something will and can go wrong. I don't see it yet, but maybe 20 to 30 years down the road. No pun intended.
Well, I mean, maybe they wouldn't eliminate the drivers, but having somebody on board that, like, it could drive itself for a while, and you could get some rest, and then that truck would be on the road for 24 hours a day.
I think it would have to be on like long, like
Straight stretch, dude.
yeah, like east to west, and like once you got into like city center areas,
Then you
they
hop
would
on the cab.
they would either have to have like hubs where the truck pulled over, like pulled into, and it got a driver to take it the rest of the way.
Yeah.
I just see a lot of things interfering with that.
Well, I mean, it's still really new technology, so
What'd you think about that dude, Andrew Yang? Would you vote for him?
it's early to tell. He seems like a smart guy,
Right? I don't know.
He put a lot of like
Had some interesting points about
interesting
education.
ideas.
I really liked his demeanor. He comes at it as a problem solver, not a politician, which I think is really appealing to me.
Well, okay, so like now you said that, like we're obviously different generations, right?
Yeah.
Do you think like your generation would be like if a person like that was just like ahead in the polls, dude?
I don't
take it over.
I don't know how he's going to fare with my generation.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, last election, Bernie Sanders was really popular amongst people of, my demographic.
Yep.
And I was not a fan. So I can't tell you what's going to happen. I have no idea. I don't follow what's going on.
Hillary lost. Anyways. No, I'm kidding, dude.
Andrew Yang had some, but then I started doing some research, and I enjoy the Twitterverse.
Yeah.
And so I got on his Twitter and I started digging in his Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And I really lost a lot of respect for him when he said that he believes that whenever there's some kind of a shooting that happens, like a mass shooting or school shooting, that the company that built that firearm should be fined or should be fined for putting that for producing that gun that got put in that person's hands that committed the shooting.
So every time you get in a car accident,
I was about to say that, dude. Let's sue the car company that made that car that I was driving.
Yeah, I didn't know. All I did was watch that one.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
some people got to do their research on these.
You have to because.
But some people don't, dude.
Well, because what
I like that.
What do people? Okay, so all candidates want to do one thing, and what's that? Win.
Win.
So what do they do? I mean, Trump did it. Everybody does it. They get up there and they say the popular things, the things that they want to get across that sound great.
Yeah.
You know, and so anyways, and then I blast him on Twitter and I got a reply. Well, I just don't understand. I'm like, you're an entrepreneur. You're a tech entrepreneur. There's a lot of technology in firearms, especially now. There's a lot of technology being adapted in firearms. So you're a tech entrepreneur. So you believe in small businesses, and but then you want to turn around and find a small, like, you're going to run these businesses. You're gonna run them into the ground if you do that.
Okay, so
they don't control. They just make the firearms.
They can't control that.
They can't control
that owns that weapon.
And so what he's going to do, if that's really how he feels, and he really pushes that legislation and it goes through, he's gonna crush these small businesses, which in turn is people are gonna be lose their jobs, and they're gonna be more dependent on welfare.
Big domino effect, man.
And it's you got to think
if that ever went through.
Yeah, I didn't know about that. That's super hypocritical because as a tech guy, like, say some. I'm gonna be super stereotypical here. Some dude in the basement hacks into the Pentagon.
Yeah.
Is he gonna sue Dell? Is he gonna sue
I kind of see
Microsoft?
what you're saying. Yep.
Yeah, because he was on an Alienware computer. You're gonna, yeah, exactly.
Or how about knife makers? Somebody goes crazy and stabs everybody. So now we're gonna have to get rid of the knives or sue that company that made that knife.
Yeah, so Gerber's going down.
It's the person, dude. It's not the knife. It's not the gun. It's weird, man.
I mean, anything could be a weapon.
Oh yeah.
I had an interesting conversation today about healthcare with my dad's wound care nurse come in today and was took his wound back off and got him ready for the doctor and then was putting it on. And when she was putting it on, I was just kind of holding my dad on his side. So we got started talking. And she's from Germany, right? And we were talking about me going to school, and she asked me if I was going to do the LVN or RN program. I said the RN. She goes, "Man, I wish I would have done that." And I said, "Well, it's never too late, you know." She goes, "No." She goes, "I'm old." She goes, "I was scared when I come to the U.S. from Germany." She goes, "I didn't speak very good English, and I didn't know what would be expected, and I didn't want to go to school not being able to speak English very well." I said, "Well, it's still never too late." She goes, "No, I'm over. I'm happy where I'm at."
She's like, "I just make cars now, German cars."
Yeah, she's like, "I'm part owner of Volkswagen." And I said, "So what's healthcare like in Germany? Is it?" So I'm fishing, right?
Yeah.
Like I want her to, because here's what sparked it. My dad had Fox News on. Trump was on there, and she goes, "I love that guy."
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa, this is weird, right?
A foreign.
And so we're talking, and she goes, "You know, he just says it like it is." I said, "I think we need more of that in this world." She goes, "I do too." And so anyways, I asked her, I said, "What's healthcare like in Germany? Is it socialized?" Which I know it is.
Yeah.
She goes, "Yeah, it's socialized." And I said, "Well, how does it compare?" And she goes, "Well," she goes, "honestly," she goes, "you don't pay anything for it. You know, there's no insurance premiums. You don't have to have insurance." She goes, "But if you need to see an orthopedic doctor, you could wait 6 months."
Yeah.
You know, she goes, "The healthcare in America is so much better."
Yep.
And I said, "Well, would you agree that?" And I explained to her like how we've been through 3 contract changes, and I've had 3 different insurances, and they varied in price and coverage and co-pays, and I said, I mean, if we were to get away from that and do that, they're going to raise taxes, so you're going to be paying for it anyways. You may be paying more. You know, you may be having more come off the top in the long run than just paying for your insurance out of pocket, you know. And she was very like America needs to be very careful
in how they handle
healthcare, because it's not necessarily the better way to go.
Yeah.
And I get what the Democrats or liberals or even, you know, Bernie Sanders, you know, like Medicare for all. I mean, I get it. And Medicare is great. You know, like my dad has paid 0 out of pocket for all the things that he's had, you know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, He's 76 years old. He's been paying taxes for
I was gonna
60
say,
some
man,
odd years.
he worked for that.
He worked for that.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And he paid into Medicare.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it's going to cost somebody. You know what I mean? Somebody's going to have to pay for it.
Yeah, that's crazy. So she liked Trump, and she
Yeah, she
likes
liked Trump.
the way healthcare is Germany.
And she's worked. She was a nurse in Germany, and she's a nurse here, so she's worked in both. So she's seen both sides. That's why I kind of started to kind of pick at her. You know?
Did you ever try to like touch her hand and ask her what she's doing? Is she hot?
No.
No.
She's cool. She's a nice lady, but I mean,
it's got to be a happy medium.
But there's and there's a lot of nurses that are foreign to the U.S. that are working in that.
You're gonna run into a lot of Filipino nurses, dude.
Yeah, and a lot of them they get their schooling for free. I didn't know this. They get their starting this one nurse. She got her schooling paid for in the Philippines, but she had to sign a contract with the government, and then they told her where she was going to work for 5 years. There was no, here in America, you go get your degree, and then you're free to go apply wherever.
Yeah, but she got free schooling. It's like the military. You're going to sign up for the military.
Well,
what you're going to do for 5 to 6 years.
But it's different.
Did she become an American citizen? That girl you're talking about?
Yeah, she's here permanently.
Yeah, so she did it the legal way, right? That's illegal. That's another way to come into the States, right?
I think it's
just trying to hop over the wall.
I think it's a little bit different.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I think it's different. Like in the military, well, I guess it's not. I guess it's really
similar.
not.
They gave her something. She signed the contract. She did her time, and then she moved to the United States.
There's a carrot. Right?
Yeah. They dangled that carrot, and she fucking got it.
Yeah,
that's true.
Very similar. Very similar.
This one chick that's my dad's nurse. She's cool, man. Her name's Shishmita, and she's from Nepal. And she's real cool, man. Learning about her culture and stuff. I'll sit there and just ask her. Like, she was telling me that, like, you can see she's from Kathmandu, and she can see like Mount Everest from her house. And she was telling me about like the food and stuff like that. I was like, that's pretty cool. But it's kind of interesting to see these people, leave those countries with a skill to come to America.
It's the greatest place, man.
I mean, they're going to make more money here, I imagine.
Or better life, man. It's a better life.
Freedom. Yeah, you're free to do almost anything, man. As long as you don't kill somebody.
Yeah.
Free to start a cult. You need to watch some of those cult documentaries.
I know.
You'll like it.
We're gonna start a cult.
We're gonna start a cult, man. Let's start talking about me and start our own cult. It'd be awesome, dude.
Do it.
We're gonna bring Timmy in.
He's gonna drink that Kool-Aid.
That's all I'm gonna say.
But what else, Cole? What else you got to say, dude, before we wrap this up, man?
Oh, you're a Jeepster too, huh?
Oh yeah, you just recently purchased a Jeep.
It doesn't run. So.
Yeah, but you're working on it, right? It's a project.
It's a project. I'm not a Jeepster yet. I'm in the process.
But you got the motor put back together, right? Or close? No.
No, it's still in pieces.
Don't drop anything on you, dude.
I've been really careful this time around.
You're gun shy, huh?
Oh,
dude.
You
gotta be careful, man.
Yeah, super gun shy. I'm like, if this doesn't look 100% safe, then I ain't doing it.
Yep. I felt like that last night when we were doing that spring panel, man.
That I had me pretty nervous. I was like, I hope the thing doesn't blow up in my face.
It blew off on me and Timmy, man.
Yeah.
Barely missed my face. Timmy's sitting on the wing.
After you told me about that, I'm like, oh, great. Now I'm going to freaking die in this stupid spring panel.
So, yeah, I was gun shy. Yesterday, I did not want to mess with that thing, dude. I almost got my face taken off with a panel.
I'm going to need you guys to put my stereo in my truck for me.
Did you bring it?
No, I didn't bring my truck.
I'll help you, dude.
I'm retarded when it comes to that stuff,
dude.
man.
That's easy money.
They come with wiring.
I'm sure I'm capable of
Oh
doing
yeah,
it.
you could do
The
it.
stereo has a wiring diagram, and the plug that plugs into your truck has
Yeah.
a wiring. You just like put them together, dude.
Well, you know what I think it is? It's like on the airplane, no big deal if we screw it up. We'll just go get more hardware
Because it's
or order a part, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I'm just saying in general working on like vehicles.
What do you think, you're gonna blow your stereo?
No. Maybe. I don't know. Probably wire it all wrong.
I've
It's
seen
just
people
fire.
catch their cars on fire because they
Really?
yeah, man.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
I didn't as a kid, because before I came into the Air Force, like I was always messing around with like stereos
Or
and
they
stuff
don't
like
ground
that.
it right or something, and they get a hot wire.
Yeah.
I've seen that happen before. Yeah, but we're not gonna do that. We'll be all right.
Well, now that I have now that I know what I'm doing,
Yeah.
I didn't know what
What do you
I was
need?
doing.
We don't need an inline fuse. You know, stuff like that, dude.
Well, I
That's what
used the
did.
fuse. I was like, I don't want this to blow up on me.
Yeah. Some people are just.
I
like,
wired up those speakers and I went and put them in. And
Yeah.
They don't work. I don't know.
They're
I
probably
think-
not hooked up.
I don't think they're hooked up. But we'll see.
Or they're just grounded out somewhere. They're getting really hot. They're gonna burn your truck down.
Oh, thanks. I'm gonna give Shep those boxes. Do you want those boxes?
No. Nope.
Because I told him I'd give him all 4 if you didn't want the
Give
2.
it to him, dude. Give it to him. I don't need any more shit over here. No more crap.
No more Snake Haven.
Yeah.
What you need to do is just set them out with like a little snake bait,
Ah,
so they can just crawl in and hang out.
no, man. Somebody was saying that too, like you should put mothballs or some snake stuff out. But the thing was, I want to make sure that all the snakes are out first before I go and snake-proof this place.
I wonder
But I
if
think I
like,
did.
do they respond to like predator urine? Like, do you get like fox urine or something from like
Oh, I know,
Academy
right?
or like put it down or
I
something?
don't know if they do or not.
Because I know like rodents, like rats and squirrels and stuff. Allegedly, I'll never try
Yeah.
it, but I've heard.
I know my
stories.
cats, man. They made me aware. They did that whole. They bought like came up like a. You know, they're all like I don't know.
Or you could just go South
Oh.
Central, dude.
Yeah, I almost did start shooting my gun off in this garage, dude.
Dude, go to Academy. They have like those.
Snake shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pick some up.
I would.
Yeah, to get some of that stuff. But
I'm probably gonna get some too. 'Cause
I mean-
want to, and I'm gonna go to the tractor place or the farm place and try to get me one of those
little snake sticks.
snake
dude.
sticks, dude. Because I got some cleaning up in the backyard to do, and I know I might run across a couple snakes, man.
Yeah, if you have any old wood or something down, those are handy because you can reach out. And,
For that shit. That's why
Lift
that
it up.
shovel's right over there. In case there is one in here, we can just go. It's right behind you. Yeah,
you're going to see me gone.
like Xena, Warrior Princess, swinging that thing around.
If you, that big one, if it had babies, it would have been protecting the babies. I don't think you have any.
No, dude. I honestly, because like I was in here earlier that night.
Yeah.
Me and the cats were hanging out, and that black one was all over the place, just laying around. If it was here, it would have went off. It just recently got in, dude.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, you guys want to wrap this one up, dude?
Sure.
Right?
All right. Cool, man. So maybe hopefully, Cole, we'll get the podcast running to where we'll do some picture-in-picture stuff. You're going to be our producer.
Yeah, dude.
You'll still be mic'd up, and it'll be a lot cooler when we could say, you know, we're talking about this, we're talking about that,
Sure.
and then we'll be able to. The audience will actually be able to see what the hell we're talking about
Yeah.
instead of all of us just looking at a phone. But all right, man, send us off, Andy.
All right. Check us out on YouTube, Red Ball Podcast, Instagram, and Facebook. Thanks for watching.
We're out late.
Later.